Oh, hello to all of my amazing Sagittarius. Hopefully you all are having a great day today, Sagittarius. I know you are, because that is the intention. You said look out for your trivia question that is going up today. That's your hint. That's your only hint. Yes, you don't know if it's going up on my Instagram page. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, we're not following each other, because I follow people who follow me. Follow you guys back. I'm at Queen Amun Ra on Instagram. I'm at Queen Amun Ra on TikTok. I am, and of course, obviously, if you tune into my YouTube channel, then you know what my YouTube handle is. So let's get into your reading. Happy birthday to all of my amazing Sagittarius. Yes, let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Sagittarius as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where my Sagittarius need to take action. I am talking to my smart, caring, deep thinkers who are also honest, loves to have fun, generous, idealists, great sense of humor. I'm talking to my archers. Yes, I am talking to you gods and goddesses in human form. I hope y'all are celebrating like crazy. I'm serious. I hope you celebrate the whole Sagittarius season and then some. All of my Sagittarius, I love you so much. Let's see what these cards have to say. We're only a couple of days away from the next new moon, and so it's a lot of things going on, right? A lot of things going on. I see y'all cutting some people out of your lives. Well, all right now, Sagittarius, listen, as a mutable sign, I know it took a lot for y'all to cut some people out of y'all lives, but listen, go on with your bad self, with your sword in your hand. Yes. Y'all getting tired of people stabbing y'all in the back, running smear campaigns on you all, talking about you like a dog and whatever. And the reason why I know these are some people that were close to you is because who would see somebody with a sword in their hand and wouldn't run in the opposite direction or pick up a phone? Most people carry their cell phones with them and call the police or somebody to help them, right? So this person has completely disarmed you in a sense, like emotionally, like you don't have your guards up with them. And so you had to make a decision. I need to sever ties with some people. And so these people, a lot of these people are going to be in your family. Yes. Y'all were wearing blindfolds for just 1 minute too long, but it was disrupting a whole lot of peace. It was disrupting, I'm talking about peace that surpasses all understanding. It was disrupting all sorts of opportunities to meet high vibrational people out here. I'm telling you, when you are in a family where it's majority of low vibration energy, you don't even realize the people you're burning outside of your family by being brutally honest and being hurtful and that kind of thing. But now that you've taken these blindfolds off, you like, you know what, the world isn't so bad after all. I've just been contaminated by some people in my own family, right? Guess what? You all have a big old heart. You love hard and you love deep, right? And so this is where you're going to protect your energy. You're going to protect this loving heart that you always had. But I'm telling you, y'all had to get hurt deep from some family members before you realize, wait a minute, everybody is not like that. Here's the thing. This is not about being naive right here. This is not about being naive at all, Sagittarius. This is really about people who have been hurt so deeply that they don't want to see anything bad out else in the world. But recognize this. Everybody has good in them and everybody has bad in them, because and it needs to be balanced out. It's when it comes out, right? So, I've given this example one time before. When you need to pull the bad out at times, right? You really, because otherwise people would treat you like a doormat. They would take stone cold advantage of you all. But because a lot of you all have been taken advantage of in your childhood, whether it was emotional, sexual, mental abuse in some sort of way, you kind of built up this hard shell of like, I got to be like that with every single person I come in contact with. But guess what? Not everybody was raised like that, right? So this is what it was blocking from a lot of you all. Financial independence. Financial independence, right? Now, when I hear people say money is not everything, right, you're true. That's very, very true. It is an energy, right? This right here is energy. This is energy. All of this is energy, right? Yes, this right here is energy. It's what you do with this energy that counts, right? Do you use this energy to go hire a hitman to kill somebody? I hope not. But you can also use that energy to actually build schools. You can use that energy to build a shelter for the homeless society community. You can also use that energy for following your dreams and creating jobs for other people. You see what I'm saying? Like, when people look at money as evil, it's because of what you heard probably on media, whether television, the news, or whatever. Somebody, oh, this person hired this person and they hired somebody to kill him. That's unfortunate that people would use something, a resource, because that's all it is. It is a resource. The energy of money is a resource, that they would use it for evil, right? And really put that negative name on it. It's like, oh, more money, more problems. It doesn't have to be. There are plenty of people who are wealthy who are creating jobs. You don't see any. You don't hear about them in the news because there's no drama attached to it, right? The number 5. The number 5 is a visual representation of the pivot point, representing versatility, movement, decisions, risk, and a new beginning of sometimes. It is a pivotal point in your life. What are you going to do? Are you going to start severing ties with people that you love deeply and closely, that have really broken your heart time after time after time? Like, literally feel like they suck the air out, just suck the air out of your lungs from you being hurt, like a person was sucker punched or kicked or whatever. And I know it's the holidays in some parts of the world. I know I have subscribers all over the world, but at the same time, holiday season or not, when is enough? Like, seriously, when does it end that you continue to allow people to stab you in your heart? Like, on some cards, this 10 of swords right here, the person is lying down. They have 10 swords in their side, right? Presumably left for dead, right? But now that you've gotten up, this person is you. Now that you've gotten up and you feel like you're by yourself and you're lonely, like, these people that have hurt you deeply, they have already run smear campaigns. They've already aligned themselves with people who don't like you. They've already talked about you like a dog, putting sub messages on social media about you. Like, so your intuition, you were seeing exactly what you were supposed to see. Your intuition is spot on about the person, right? So again, you don't have to lump. This is the sad thing about it. When we overstay, because you all are givers by default, divine masculine. I'm talking to all of my Sagittarius tuned in. When you overgive your time and overgive to anything, your time, your energy, your money to anything, and people continuously burn you and treat you like a doormat, you actually start to look at that one sign as just being evil across the board. So let's say, for instance, you were burned by an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra air sign. You look at all Aquarius that way. You look at all Geminis that way, all Libras that way, instead of saying, you know what, everybody has a good side, everybody has a bad side, because it's really about when you pull it out. Like, people have said about Sagittarius, that Sagittarius are impatient, careless, boastful, attention seeking, brutally honest, but that has not been my experience with all Sagittarius. It hasn't been. I have met some Sagittarius that are very, very sweet. They have never been brutally honest. They have never been hurtful in how they say things to people, and the whole 9 yards. And by contrast, I have met the other kind of Sagittarius too, the kind that's brutally honest and hurtful. And I check them just like that. Like, hold on, whoa, what? Hold up. You know you're talking to, right? So yes, you don't ever have to vibrate low. You just have to know when to bring it out. If you're talking to a person, Sagittarius, who is just mean-spirited and who's just like that kind of thing, yes, okay, now it's time to pull out the other side of the Sagittarius. Let them have it. Just let them have it. But when you're talking to a person who is nice and kind and the whole 9 yards, you can continue being nice and kind. Y'all can be on the same frequency. Yes, so I do see a lot of you all. I know the last couple of times I've seen, a lot of you all traveling and stuff like that, and that's going to definitely apply to some of you all. But I see a lot of you all balancing out your energies, right? Like, here's the thing. This Chariot card is attached to Cancer. Some of you all may have Cancer in your chart. When I say balancing out your energy, this is where, just like I was saying, this is also about balance as well, right? And if you have a court date coming up, congratulations to you. Somebody's married to somebody, they're going through something, and justice is in your favor. So congratulations to you. Right? Because the family started out like this, but now somebody's going through a divorce and they're going to have to sever ties with that situation and get back to starting focusing on your long-term goals, your long-term commitments, your money, and all of the other stuff, right? And you needed to cut that person out of your life, because this person was disrupting your financial independence. That was for somebody, right? But for somebody else, because I get several downloads as I'm doing reading, Sagittarius. So listen, for somebody else, you're learning how to get back to balancing yourself out. Whereas you may have saw your significant other as your soulmate, your twin flame, that person you're going to be with forever or whoever. Soulmate could be a family member, a friend, it could be a lover, it could be an husband, wife, or whatever the case may be. But this is where you're learning how to tap into your divine feminine energy, right? Your divine feminine energy, as well as because you're divine masculine by default. So this is where you're going to be extra sensitive towards yourself, because maybe somebody was insensitive towards you. This is where you're going to start caring more, like giving yourself the caring that you've been giving to certain people for so long. This is where you're going to start really paying attention to your intuition, right? Y'all hear what I'm saying? This is where you're going to start going easier on yourself. You are fully tapped into your divine feminine energy. You get what I'm saying, Sagittarius? I hope you do. This is where you all are going to start releasing your emotions in a good way. Like, for instance, if you have been like broken down and just hurt by people that you love, you're not going to be afraid to go somewhere and cry. You're not. Whether you cried in your bathtub, because water represents creativity and emotions, whether you're crying by a lake, a river, a stream, you cried in a shower, you're not afraid to release those things. You're not afraid to speak out of your mouth, God, refill me. Like, for real, refill my energy, my emotions. I don't want to be bitter, right? Yes. Some of y'all have been deeply hurt by people that you love. And the best way to attack it is head on. Go get some help. If you feel like you need to cry, crying is not a sign of weakness. Here we have the Empress card. So this is what somebody is about to give birth to something major. Okay, it wasn't meant for that person or those persons to be on the other side of your blessings. It just wasn't. So you can get laser focused. See how clear this sky is? That's how clear your focus is. It's a little gray, but you do see some blue in there, right? So it may be a little fuzzy at first, but guess what? You're learning how to take your power back. I love it, Sagittarius. Here we have the Eight of Wands. Things are going to happen really quickly for you because you finally, as a mutable sign, decided enough is freaking enough. How many of my family members am I going to let keep stabbing me in the back, right? And so now, or burning me, right? Leaving me for dead emotionally. Here we have somebody. Okay, see how this person's foot is firmly planted on the ground, and this foot right here is kind of raised up. This person is on fire in their spirit. They are expecting great things to happen, and that's what I want you all to do. Start expecting some great things to happen, because some great things are happening. Yes, 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 yes. So when I say there have been some people who have really caused you to, and this was in your last chapter of your life, or however long you were connected to them. It could be parents, it could be adult kids, it could be your favorite cousin, it could be just people that you deeply love, right? It could be your ex-husband, your ex-wife, or maybe somebody's getting ready to go through a divorce or thinking about separating, or whatever the case may be. But that person has really caused you out to lose out on peace that surpasses all understanding. That equates to wealth. They have caused you to lose out on the joy that you could have had in your life. That equates to wealth. They've caused you to lose out on situations at work because you were so distracted. You didn't have a good relationships with some of your colleagues or your boss at work, so you thought they were horrible, but you didn't even realize that you had been contaminated by people, and you were taking that contamination to other people. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't realize, if somebody were to told you some of the things that you said or did to them, in your last couple of chapters, you wouldn't even believe that was you that did it. But that's what I'm telling you, how contamination is. Like, imagine somebody walking past a poison ivy branch and looking up a couple of days later, all of a sudden you see these rash and bumps all over. You're like, what in the world? And then you've touched a couple of other people, like physically touched. Like, that's being highly contaminating, right? And you don't even realize this, or somebody coughing on you, or somebody coughing somewhere. And the next thing you know, you end up coughing and don't even remember where you got the cold from. Continue doing your energy work. Continue doing your energy work. 2 + 2 is 4. 4 is a number of grounding. This is where you're going to feel more logical, more stable. I'm talking about you got to get laser focused, because some of those people that were close to you that you really love, and I suspect that it's a lot of family members who have done this to you, because these are some people that you considered as family, did this to you. And so you got to break free. Because how many times, like I said, 5 means it's a pivotal, it represents a pivotal point. Are you going to go back and throw yourself in that cycle and continue to be hurt by these people? Because you just, well, how many years, how many cycles, how many phases are you going to go through? You see what I'm saying? Continue doing the energy work, getting your chakras from your crown chakra down to your root and back up. Get it aligned. I'm telling you, create your own family, create your own, the life that you want, and stop throwing away your peace, your joy, your happiness in these people who are just committed to hurting you. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Continue having a great day, but I know you will because that's the intention you set. Bye.